Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? When we were trying to get this podcast off the ground, we had so many questions. How do we record an episode? Where do we find background music? How do we get our show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all the other places that people like to listen? And where do we find advertisers? The answer to every one of these questions is really simple. Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, distributing, and monetizing your podcast. And best of all, it's 100% free and 100% ridiculously easy to use. Anchor makes it simple to get up and running. You can upload and schedule your podcasts ahead of time. It publishes to all the major podcast platforms. You can easily check your stats. I could go on, but instead, why don't you go and get started? Go to anchor.fm/start to join the e-commerce minute and a diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. That's anchor.fm/start. We can't wait to hear your podcast.
It's the E-commerce Minute, your daily dose of e-commerce, tech, and retail news with your hosts, Bart Mraz and John Suter. The E-commerce Minute is a production of Sumo Heavy, a digital commerce consulting firm in Brooklyn, New York, and Philadelphia. Find us on the web at sumoheavy.com. It's E-commerce Minute, episode 307.
In today's episode, Walmart files VR shopping patent.
One day your Walmart trip can be as easy as strapping on a VR headset and start shopping. 2 patents filed by the retail giant might make that a reality. Walmart filed the patents last January, and both filings were published on August 16th. They are titled Virtual Retail Showroom System and System and Methods for a Virtual Reality Showroom with Autonomous Storage and Retrieval. The 2 patents describe a virtual showroom and a fulfillment system that connects shoppers equipped with VR headsets and special sensory gloves to a VR Walmart store. The customer can wander the aisles from the comfort of their home. They can grab and interact with items through a 3D simulation that responds to their gestures with the special gloves. The simulations could generate sensory feedback, such as the feeling of moisture, heat, force, and wind as users manipulate the items. The second patent details the order being sent from the VR headset to an automated fulfillment center where robots would retrieve and prep the orders. As are most patent filings, the information and ideas are highly speculative, but Walmart, driven by its tech incubator, Store Number 8, has been making moves in the VR space. In February, they acquired Spatialand, a startup that makes software tools to create VR experiences. Smart retailers investing in VR can help stem the decline of bricks and mortar stores while helping offset the massive costs of upkeep and labor. Walmart VR.
Really?
Well, you know, it's one of those, like, if they didn't do it, someone else would do it.
Walmart, really? You want to put a VR headset and go to Walmart?
That's what makes it funny. It's like, let's go to the VR Walmart. I wonder if it's just as weird as a regular Walmart.
Ooh, there's so many there's so many jokes in there.
There's a lot to unpack there.
There's a lot to unpack there. I mean, I guess somebody's going to do it, right?
Yeah.
At some point.
I mean, we've done some VR stories over the last year, and they've gone from kind of like crude changing room kind of things to more. The reason I like this story is the VR gloves. I think it's really good for people who just can't get the heck out of the house. And I know that's a niche thing, but I think I read a lot about VR, and I think it's in the right use settings. It's a very helpful technology. It's been shown to help people with anxiety. I can imagine someone with social anxiety might use this to help them. But again, that's a real niche kind of thing. And again, if Walmart didn't do this, someone else would do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it doesn't really say if this is, as patents go, it's not clear if this is for in-store pickup or delivery. They talk about the robots, but they don't really explain what these robots are doing and how it relates to the VR. It just says that basically you place the order from the VR to this robot fulfillment center, and I'm assuming it bypasses normal ordering channels to fill the order.
Yeah, it probably does. So it's gonna be, I don't know. I'm still like, it's not a company I would expect to do that.
No, but we've seen, because of their new incubator, there's a whole new, type of thinking at Walmart. You have Mark Laurie there, and you have they're trying to, we do a lot of Walmart stories, and I know that we say this over and over again, but they're trying to shed that discount image. I mean, they got a long hill to climb to do that, because it's such a big company and people just associate it with big box. But it's the only way that they're going to compete against Amazon and then the other guys. It's really the only way they can do it.
Yeah, I mean they have the money to do it. So there they go.
Well, that is the truth. All right, so Walmart making some moves in VR. We'll put a link to the patent and other show notes on our website, ecommerceminute.co. Do you have anything else, Bart?
Yeah, never leave your house again to shop. VR shopping.
Never again. VR shopping forever. All right, that's your e-commerce minute for today. We'll see you on the internet tomorrow. That's it for today's show. If you like the show, do us a favor and subscribe, or leave us a review on iTunes. And don't forget, you can now listen to the e-commerce minute on your Amazon device. Just add e-commerce minute to your flash briefing. And finally, if you have a comment or suggestion, or just want to say hi, find us on social media at Sumo Heavy.